football. It's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
The Untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing games are missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, this is a follow-up video to a video I did last June when I initially spoke on this topic, and that was the simple fact that, Subriel Matias was calling out Regis Prograis when Regis Prograis said he didn't want, nobody wanted to fight him. He didn't really seem too quick to acknowledge him, but now that Matias has become the champion, Regis Prograis has acknowledged him, and he stated the following after the fight, and it was a very gracious response from Prograis. He said the following, and I quote, "Congratulations, champ. I hope to see you one day." So there you have it. Regis Prograis is open to the possibility of making a now. What's crazy how quickly things change in life and in boxing, but what's now a big unification fight in the 140-pound division. These are two of the most destructive fighters, not just in 140, but in the whole sport of boxing. I can't really think of too many fighters. There's very few fighters that I can think of that are as vicious and as violent as Subriel Matias and Regis Prograis. These guys just don't go in there to box you. They don't even just go in there to knock you out. They beat you up. Like, these are the kind of fighters that when you fight them and you get done fighting them, you look like you've been in a fight. You got beat the hell up. You go to your friend, you go see your friends, you go see your family, you go see whoever. You're gonna look like you got in a fight. So when you have two guys like this, that always makes for an interesting occasion. And I want to see the fight because I think Regis Prograis, for as good as he is, and for everything that he's done in boxing, being two-time champion, he's still. I would like to see him have like another signature fight. Obviously, he had that great fight with Josh Taylor many years ago, in which there's many people out there that feel like he won, but they were in Scotland, so obviously he wasn't going to get a decision in a close fight. But what's wrong with having another signature fight? Boxing's all about carving yourself a great body of work and a great career. So I felt like if I fight with him and Matias, is exactly what the fans would want, and I could only hope and pray and cross my fingers that the business people in boxing, PBC, Al Heyman, Probellum, all of Richard Schaefer, everyone, I hope they do the right thing by these two fighters when the time comes, and they put the proper money up, because this is a fight that I feel this sport needs. This is a fight that I truly believe would be great for both fighters. And Subriel Matias, I think Al Heyman has a unique opportunity here. It's not every day. I can't really think of too many times where PBC had a Puerto Rican world champion who is literally must-see TV. I'm not talking about some Puerto Rican fighter who's just a good little boxer who runs into a world title. No, I'm talking about a Puerto Rican fighter who, when he fights, he is a must-see TV attraction. And to me, when I think about Subriel Matias and the way he fights and what he brings to the boxing ring, I'm thinking about a guy that you have to see every time he steps in there, because you get guaranteed violence, and it's the sport we're in. We're in the hurt business, and the guys that are out there hurting people the most are the guys that the casual fans and the hardcore fans want to pay their hard-earned money and their hard-fought for attention too. So I love to see this fight, but it's good that Regis is acknowledging it. He definitely has Subriel Matias' undivided attention. So here's what Subriel Matias had to say following the fight his damn self when it comes to Regis Prograis. He stated the following, and I quote, "Regis Prograis, it's now your turn. I am the new world champion, and I promise you that I will hurt you." Prograis likes to talk a lot about how he hurts his opponents, but we have that same mentality. We will see who prevails. I want him to know that there are crazier people in this sport than him. Oh my gosh, Subriel Matias, he talking that cash. He talking the way you want a champion to talk. He talking the way you want someone who gets a belt to talk. He ain't over here ducking or dodging nobody. He wants all the smoke and then some. Set your fire alarms on. You know what I'm saying? I want to see this fight because it's kind of like last night, right? In a sense, right? Hedemir Ponce is a fighter that doesn't know any other way to fight but to come forward and be aggressive. And Subriel Matias is kind of the same thing. So a lot of these guys get hit by Subriel Matias and they don't want to sit there and fight with him. Regis Prograis is a guy that makes it known that every time he goes in there, even though he can box and he's got some slickness and he's got boxing skills, he's not going in there with a box with you. He's going in there to do what his fair fighters did yesteryear. His fair fighters would do, because like his fair fighter is Marvin Hagler. And you know Marvin Hagler would do to fighters. So he tries to be that every time he steps into the boxing ring. And I would love to see how that would go against Subriel Matias, because as you've seen, time in and time out, doesn't matter what Subriel Matias like. You could literally win 2 or 3 straight rounds. You could take a couple rounds off of him early, but there's going to come a point in the middle of that fight, in the middle rounds, somewhere between round 4 and 7, okay, where he's going to start pouring it on. He's going to start touching that body. He's going to start hitting you with that big left hook. You're not going to land as cleanly as you were early on. And the rubber's going to meet the road. And you're going to have to ultimately ask yourself the question, I thought I wanted to win this fight, but like, do I really, really, really want to win this fight? Am I going to get a couple years taken off my life and potentially have my boxing career ended tonight to have to win this fight? Maybe even my life ended tonight to win this fight, because that's the kind of destructive force this guy is in the boxing ring. So I look forward to finding out if Regis Prograis. Well, no, I don't gotta actually ask that about Regis Prograis, right? Because I've seen Regis Prograis against Josh Taylor, so I don't need to ask that. That's why the fight's so exciting, because with a lot of these other guys like Jeremias Ponce or even like a Tiafimo or other certain fighters, I gotta ask the question, when the rubber hits the road, will they have enough gumption when Matias starts pouring it on in those middle rounds to say, okay, it's do or die, sink or swim, I'm going for the gusto? Will they have that in them to go go the extra mile? I don't gotta ask that about Regis Prograis, because I've seen him do it in the Josh Taylor fight. So like that question at the door, which means that it's just gonna be about who can impose themselves on the fight more, and that to me makes the fight just one of the most exciting matchups in boxing. So that's the fight I'm campaigning for, 140. Like, that's the fight I want to see the most. Now that Subriel Matias is champion, and there's no reason to downplay him as an opponent, that's the fight we need to be talking about as boxing fans. So yeah, that's the news. Regis Prograis open to the fight. Matias says he's gonna hurt you. Make it happen in due time. So yeah. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Dania. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. For more great boxing content just like this video, click right here and make sure you subscribe. Much love from sunny South Florida.